Alright, we are back with Sword of the Samurai on the Games Rock channel. My name is Rock, and we are rolling through the second stage of the game where I have just been promoted to hatamoto. Now, you will quickly see that things are a little bit different from where we left off last time. The faces are a little different, and the names of my rivals are a little bit different. That dude wasn't where we left off, and the reason for that is that someone forgot to save his game after the end of the last episode. So I had to replay the game and then get back up to this point again. So I did, and nothing's really changed except for the names. So we got this opportunity here to do some classic combat and get my land up, because as I mentioned, the scale is different, so now even though I had a lot of land where I left off last time, it's not nearly as much now compared to everybody else. So, you march to the enemy's fortress. They're well defended, but the strongest fort may fall to a determined attacker. You get the order, your troops surge forward. And there they are. One of them's hidden in the forest. So, I don't know exactly where they are, so we're not going to hit that guy first. We're going to hit these guys on this side. We're going to do the classic katana maneuver, which is to have one unit face them down the middle, while the other unit hits them in the flank, and they can't hit both of my units. So if I hit them in the flank, my guys who hit them in the flank basically tear them apart without taking any damage at all, which is what we want. A flawless victory. Oh no, back up, back up. No, don't turn, just back up. Oh my god. I am losing control of my guys here. Alright, let's try this again. I'm doing it all wrong. Oh crap! That wasn't what I wanted to see. Go punish them for what they have done to my guys. Okay, that worked. Now stop. You guys go this way, and you guys go this way. And keep your current facing so that you don't keep turning around, so that the enemy has to turn to face you. Alright, they turned. Haha! Yes, that worked. They're dead. They're all dead. They died in the forest. Victorious, you raise a pennant with the symbol of clan Shimazu over the fortress. I get a small piece of captured territory. Yukinaga is under attack by a small moderate group of Takahashi samurai. Well, guess where my guys are going next? Yukinaga. We're here to help you. These guys are getting more men in their army. My reputation is not as good. A very large body of enemy troops holds the pass. I probably can't take that just yet. My territory is only quote-unquote moderate. And my generalship... Ooh! Nice! Now that we've teamed up, though, I get some pretty strong cavalry. Those dudes in the number 2 slot are cavalry. They kick major butt on open terrain, and they are faster than infantry, but in other terrains they suffer. And the ones on the left are archers, like number 3 unit, as you can see them shooting at the enemy. We continue to simply march forward instead of trying to engage my archers. So those guys will be very softened up by the time they use my infantry. And these other guys still don't even see my cavalry coming. The weakness of the game's AI that their units are so slavish to their original movement orders at the start of a battle, but it becomes more of a moot point when you become a daimyo and the armies become bigger. Oh! Dang, I did not see that coming! Someone assassinated Yukinaga! I read my own security arrangements. Yukinaga had an heir though, Ichian. And hopefully Ichian will like me. Aww. My standing in the clan has improved. I think it was that dude Genbei. He was the one who was traveling by himself, all suspicious-like. Anyway, I need to get my own men, more men. I need to reinforce my guys. Ooh, a group of bandits already visits villages. That's an opportunity for honor. I've already got more honor than anyone else here, as you can see from the sun icon there. Who's got more land than me? Anybody? Oh, Ruki has more land, but he's gonna be careful. He's as a city, he's not gonna move for nobody. Ah! But I am the favorite for now. So, do I think I can handle that enemy in the pass? Not just yet, no. Oh, dang! Ruki's dead! Genbei's on a roll! Genbei's the one doing it, because he's the only one traveling anywhere. Osoroshi is too young to take the place of his father, so Kuemon will be the administrator. And he's got a bigger army than me. Alright, Genbei's gotta go down. Unfortunately, I don't have any way of making him go down. He has no honor, he has no land to speak of, he's got family. I can try and take that from him, but he's not gonna care. And that doesn't really get rid of him anyway. So, you can't assassinate me if I'm not home, right? Ah! Random encounter in a village. My refreshment is served by a group of drunken ronin who make insolent remarks about your appearance. Really? Well, I will just draw my sword in the defense of the honor of my hair, then. Ah! Run away! He's got a spear! And he's got a long corridor down which to face me. And I too... I don't know. I gotta think about using 2 arrows on the same enemy. Even though there's no reason not to. You know you wanna come die. These melee encounters, all these encounters get tougher the higher you... Oh dang it, I'm already hit. I'm gonna die now. Crap. This game's over. Pretty much. Because look at that. I move only half as fast. Oh, I'm so gonna die. Wow, I'm lucky so far. Get away from me. Ah, I'm dead. Well, I'm with my troops, so maybe they'll pull me out of this alive. But it usually doesn't happen. Nope, you're dead. As you feel the fatal blow, and even as you die, you try to impale your enemy on your sword. But it is the end. Though man has but one life, his name lives on forever. Well, dang, someone did Genbei's job for him. Thankfully, I have an heir. As your father's heir, you must now assume his responsibilities. Lord Shimazu summons you to his court and tells you, Gohei, your family has a long and loyal history. Be brave, be resolute, and be obedient, and you will be a good retainer. Now, when my heir has to take over for me, he always loses something in land and in honor, and in stats, all stats. So as you can see, I've got almost the same amount of honor, but I have less land and less generalship and less everything else than my original guy did. So, I can still do the honor thing, but I'm not going to have the forces to take out the thing that was at the castle. Oh, I can court a bride here. There's a bride here for courting, and I don't know who it is, because when she was first introduced at court, my main guy was already married, and it didn't reintroduce her to me. So, let's roll the dice. I have no idea. Ooh, her name is Hamada. That's pretty cool. And I gotta rescue her from the bandits. So now that I'm a hatamoto, these levels are all harder. The enemies swing faster, and these castles are bigger. You're probably going to see a second stage to this castle. And there's already an alarm, so I gotta move quickly to expose all the rooms so that the guys don't keep coming out of them. Because the guys tend to keep just coming out of rooms like the rooms are spawn points in these castle levels. Until you expose the room, they can't come out of thin air, but they can come out of air that you can't see. That's how it works in this. That's right. See me cut down your friend with a sword and run. Or don't. But you should, because I am stronger than you. I am a samurai and you are not. Well, I'm just going to go up here, because this one just goes around the perimeter here. I'm not going to get caught in a long, narrow corridor that I can't dodge to the side of. Whoop! Oh dang it! Okay. Got it. So I'm going to go expose this real quick, then turn around and expose the rest of the map. There's the stairs to the second level. That's where the target probably is. More often than not, when there's a second level, your objective will be there. And when you become a daimyo, then these castles have third levels. Okay, that is all there is to see of this castle floor. No more bad guys can come at me who are not already shown themselves. And now that they are all dead, no one will come to me through this floor. Here's the second floor, a whole new room, a whole new level of more bad guys, a whole new level to expose, more spawn points for them, the whole 9 yards. Oh, no, you can't shoot me. Well, I mean, you can try, but you're gonna miss. I will not allow you to hit me with that. So in the first level of Castle level, if you scare the enemies and they run away, they run out the front door. And here, they just run out the stairs. What's weird though, a quirk in the game's AI, is that once they run down the second floor stairs here, down to the first floor, they're essentially gone. They disappear and you never see them again. Even like if you were to follow them down that first floor stairs, they would be already gone by the time you got to the first floor. There's the person out here to save. Ah! Oh, dang, that almost hit me. I got hung up on the post there. Alright, I've had my close call for this session and I'm not going to take any more chances. I'm going to grab her and go. I'll put her down so I can put up my sword. And this sword's going to go that way, so I'm going to go this way. They don't know where I am. I'm not going to let them see. Except I think that guy maybe did. Oh crap. Okay. I'm probably going to have to take out all these guys because they're going to converge on me. Yep, they're converging on me. Oh! Yeah. They're just going to converge. I'm going to have to take them out. Alright. Take them out. Looks like some of them got cowed. But I'm going to beat you down the stairs. They're not going to follow me down the stairs. That's the other quirk, is that if you go down the stairs, other guys will not follow you down the stairs. They'll just stay up on the second floor, pretty much frozen where they were until you come back there. So even though there's still guys alive, I'm not getting any dishonor by escaping with them still alive. Because I rescued the girl, and that's what matters. So, yay! I have a bride. I have no idea what her family honor was or how much land this is going to cost me, but that's okay. Oh dang, that was a big loss. Genbei's been slain. Well, I guess he had it coming. Ochimazu honors it as a fine example of courage. We're all just winking and nodding. Hero Teru is his replacement. I am not clearly last in my lord's favor. This is not cool. Okay, this guy has land. This guy has land. No, not really. Okay, Mr. Kuemon. You are going to be my number one... Oh, shoot, you have no family. If you have no family, I can't take them hostage, because that's one of the best ways to get land from your opponent, is taking a family member hostage. But he has no family, so that's not going to work. Ichion has enough to work with, though. So... Ichion. Which one are you going to let me have? This is a hostage mission where I am doing something dishonorable to a rival. I'm going to take a hostage from his family, hold him in my place, and he is going to have to either pay me land or rescue it himself. Somewhere within the family Ichion lies sleeping. You intend to find out his spirit went away. He will not be so arrogant once he called a member in his family. Think. If I am caught, I will probably be dead. And if I'm not dead, then I will be dishonored and will have to give him some land for what I have done. So, the stealth section becomes a lot more important. I just wait for the guy to investigate who's that man he saw, and I cut him down relatively quietly. When guards hear the sound of battle, though, they are likely to want to investigate. Ooh! There is the stairs. That's probably where my objective would be. So far, no guys are coming after me. That's good. I press against the wall, kind of on the side there, to expose the room without opening it up all the way for me to go in it, where some guy might see me. And so it's more of it that way. Seriously, where the crap is everybody? Oh, hi! Dang it. Well, the alarm's about to sound. Or not? Yep, the alarm sounded. There's everyone coming after me now. Oh crap, my arrow missed. Haha, he shot the musketeer, that was cool. Oh, I'm stuck. I gotta find my way out of here. Alright, so far so good. Cut him down a lot. Some of these dishonorable missions, are so dishonorable that if you are caught doing them, you will be forced to commit seppuku, ritual suicide, if anyone who actually sees you makes it out alive. So you can actually succeed at the mission, but still lose. But this is not one of those missions. If they can't prove anything, then I'm okay. Now, I think oh yeah, that's the Lord himself. I was just about to say that if the Lord himself is at his estate, I have just as much chance of running into him as his family member. And then it comes to a duel. It seems as fate has decreed an encounter between you two. Recognizing you, he bows and draws his sword. So it's a duel. And instead of getting the family member, I'm going to get him, which isn't what I wanted. His successor will not have as much prestige or generalship or land as he does. But I wanted the land. That's why I was going for the family member. I don't get the land when I do this. Because after I take him out, all I do is run away. And no one really knows it was me, as you will see. So all I really get out of this is a dead rival and a little bit of boost to my swordplay stat. There's an uproar behind you as each man's body was found, but you successfully escaped without being identified. It was a mighty duel, but none must ever know its full story. And thankfully no one can, walk in on you while you're doing the duel. Jibuseimon is a worthy samurai who knows his duty. As walking a peasants manages... No, the peasants are being menaced, not managed. Ooh, a strange samurai possessing skill at the castle. That is good. I have no land at all. I have so little land, I can't even donate any to the local Buddhist temple. That is sad. Which means I'm like no man. But I'm still going to try and help Hiroteru. Because I'll just use his troops. And I will gain the generalship from the victorious battle. Koima's trying to clear the path instead of helping Hiroteru. You should help your fellow samurai when you're not trying to stab him in the back. Alright, well, we're just going to let the enemy come to me here because they're going to have to march through the river, and my guys are going to be at the upper bank of the river, and so we're going to have the advantage of the terrain. Not to mention that no. So, don't need to worry about fancy flanking maneuvers when they have to fight you in the river. And these are my friends' troops taking losses instead of my own. So it's a win-win, right? Except for the fact that I don't get any land out of this. I'm gonna have to get myself some, and soon. Maybe not too soon. But it gets harder to work your way up from the bottom, before the dungeons start. I'm not going to attack Hiroteru. I'm going to the daimyo's castle to defeat the samurai of surpassing skill. Kenjutsu. Koiman lost. I'm not surprised. I don't think he had a lot of men. It was only... Yeah, Jibuseimon is the only one who has any land. Oh, never mind. Koiman does too. But he's a sucky general, as you... Well, no, he's not too bad a general either. So why did you lose? So I'm just going to have to figure out how to... Jibuseimon has land. If I can get him away from his estate... And he's also got family, so if I can get him away from his estate, I can take someone of his family hostage, and then he will have to expend his land to get it back from me. I'm gonna make this work. First I gotta get him away from his estate, though. I don't know how to do that. There's not really a way to do that that I can think of. But in the meantime, I can at least grow my honor. And some have commendable honor. Oh crap, Ikuiki are attacking me. I have to defend my lands. They could probably beat me, even though they are a very small unit, because I have like nothing. Yay, I have a daughter. I have a daughter, but I'm going to lose all my land to Ikuiki. Screw you guys for not helping me out. Wow, I have 2 daughters in the space of time it takes me to gather my forces to defend against Ikuiki. I don't have that many guys, how does it take that long? Okay. Because these forces are so small, and they are actually evenly matched, I might have a chance here. Alright, good. The first unit's flanked. So, this should get a lot easier now. Yeah, we got it. Alright, good. And just let it run. On rare occasions, an enemy force, or a friendly force for that matter, when they're running away, can regain their morale and turn around and fight again, usually if they see their comrades winning on the battlefield. The morale system is actually pretty sophisticated in these battles, but in the small scale, it doesn't really show very well. I lose 30 samurai, that's like 2 ticks of a guy. 1 tick is 15, and like 1 figure on the battlefield is like 60. So I'm not going to bother raising more troops because it's really just adding nothing to nothing. But I can gain more honor, which I must do. I need honor if I'm going to be able to become the next daimyo. Land is very important, but honor just as much so. Whoops! I gotta turn around if I'm gonna shoot this guy. Okay. Alright, I don't like how this is shaping up already. There's a bunch of guys closing in from different sides. Alright, I'm in a good position now. Looks like I must have scared one of those musketeers with the way I took out those two spearmen with the sword. Just wander back and forth now until they decide to show up or run away. Can I give that musketeer a moment? But it was not a big enough moment for him. Those guns are difficult to aim. They're heavier than those. Okay, I'm not gonna... Oh, shoot. Yeah. Oh, looks like the spearmen are running. Good. Haha! That was actually really fast. I expected it to be more difficult and longer. That's why I like to kill as many with the sword as I can. And now I'm gonna have to put a great honor. But now I have done all I can here. Is anyone here not at their estate? No. Okay, then I'm going home. By the way, these little ticks on the map are just random things where random encounters can be a little bit different. The little 6 stars next to Clan Shimazu, that's the city, and the little thing above Lord Shimazu's place is a shrine, and it's just some place that some special random encounters can happen, but they're not really that special. They're just different variations of the same thing. I went to the wrong dude's house. I totally just now realized that. I got distracted talking about things on the map. Well, let's enter Jerusalem boldly. His house boldly. I don't want to enter Jerusalem. This is not that kind of game. Alright, I'm going to visit Jerusalem. We meet him in a pleasant room overlooking a goldfish pond. You both sit. Discreet service bring you food and drink. You tell Jerusalem that you... No, I'm not going to try to tease him or anything because we don't really have anything, and it would just be considered a low league guy sucking up to a high guy, which wouldn't really gain him anything. So I'm just gonna go. You didn't see me. Wait, I'm not Hero Terror either. I'm Gohei. I gotta change my guy's name next chance I get. My wife needs to give me an heir so I can change his name. Alright, it's samurai to duel. Let's duel him. My new wife needs to give me an heir so I can change his name. I don't get to have any control over... Oh, bloody Ronin making insolent remarks about my appearance. My father died for his hair, and now I shall do the same. And if I do die... Oh my god, this is the same village where I died, too. Things really have come full circle. If I die here, it's game over, because I have no heir. That was not a pun. I have hair, but I have no heir. And it's a swordman who killed me last time, too. But it was worth it facing down that swordman, because it made those other guys run. It wasn't a swordman who killed me, it was a swordman who wounded me and made me as good as dead. Swordmen are the only ones who are as dangerous at close range as you are. Oh, that was kind of close. A little twist there. Everyone else, when you close them in close range, they're not nearly as dangerous. Because spearmen can't stick you at close range, and archers and musketeers take a lot longer to train their weapons on you at close range. So the safest place to be against anyone but a swordman is at sword range. My hair will not be defeated this time. I am hatamoto with great honor. They will not be disrespectful to their better hairs. Ah, okay, Uchikiyo, no, I'm going to go back. I'm naming him after his grandfather. He is Rockman. Hirotero is traveling by himself, eh? Well, I don't know what he's trying to do, but I'm going to be the first one to defend the clan's honor by defeating the samurai. The wandering duelist. He's a master of the blade, is he? I think not. Come on. Too bad that this mode doesn't have like a kind of stamina indicator, because there's no real downside to just spamming the attacks. It's not like by blocking he gets to try again before you, or anything like that. Ah, I now have extreme honor. Hero Terry wishes to marry my daughter, who I just had a few minutes ago, in real time. But yes, I will accept him. And her name is Kishi. Oh, that's cute. I like that name, Kishi. Okay, time to go home. Nothing else to do here. You guys need to, like, do something so that I can, like, do something too, or something. I need to get more land. Oh, good grief. Thieves who behave in a disrespectful manner. Well, you want to talk about hair, you got a freaking hat made of straw, and it looks like hair that comes down around your head. Like you have really bad hat hair. So, ha to you! Your hair is worse than mine. So there. I'm not even going to use my sword on you. Because I don't want to get your nasty hair on my sword. Yeah, whatever, you guys went away. Thank God for the four-function direction in this game that allows me to corner these guys. Or I suppose since we're Japanese Shinto, so it would be like thank the ancestors or something. You don't get to have the Christian factor in this game, which was a real historical factor in this age of Japan, because it was right around this time that the first Europeans showed up on Japan, and they brought with them their Christian faith, and many of the samurai did convert. The Total War games have a pretty interesting dynamic when that comes into play. Once the Christians show up, like, the population can convert, and there becomes tension between the Buddhists and the Christians. And the warrior monk unit becomes stronger the more Christians there are, or the less Christians there are. Good grief! I barely got to go anywhere, and these guys are already after me again. I'm just going to avoid trouble. It cost me a little bit of honor, but I don't need any more honor right now. I need land. I need to go back to my house and to raise the taxes on my peasants. Well, another son. I can name this one whatever I want, but the first one is always the heir, so yeah, the wife can name this one Terutora. Ah, I make you obey with my spear. And my shoulder pads it face backwards. Ooh, Kuwaimon needs help. Not really. He doesn't really need help. Ooh, a very large garrison. There's all kinds of stuff going on. But I'm going to go fight the fight that I can win, which is helping Kuwaimon. What the heck? That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to take a long time for that to happen. Screw you, Kuwaimon! Kuwaimon's attempting to capture the border fortress. Okay, because Kuwaimon, you know, did that thing. Wait a minute, does he have any family? He does. Alright, well, he is going to have to fork over some of that land that he's about to win to get his family back, because I'm going to go take it. Oh, god dang it, he finished too fast. He's already back. Well, I'm already here, so I'm doing this anyway. So I'm just going to run into him instead of the family member. But I don't care, I'm mad. I did not contemplate the virtue of patience, or suspend expectations of imminence. I'm going for this, I'm taking it myself now. Yes, screw you too, loading screen. I'll accept your proverbs when I am the daimyo. And it doesn't matter, because my word is law. You guys don't really see me. Oh, yeah, you do really see me. Hi. Is this the same house that I went to the first time? I've already forgotten. No, it's not. I guess it's a different house. If I was in the same guy's house, then the layout would be the same as it was the first time. It doesn't change. A nice point of consistency in the game that way. Likewise, my house stays the same when people try to attack me in my house. Which I'm pretty sure I showed you guys in the last episode. But just to say the first episode. I'm going to go ahead and expose the rest of these rooms because, for one thing, you never know if the person you're looking for might be on this floor. And the second thing is, enemies could keep coming out of these rooms if I don't expose them all. Okay, good. The lord of the house is always behind a closed door that never opens, so if I'm opening a closed door, I could be coming up on him. You never know. So, just gotta hope that I find the hostage instead of the lord. And one way of doing that would be to only go through doors that other guys have already opened. Wait a minute, no, that's not true. He's not always behind a closed door. I just remember now, I have sometimes just exposed him, even though someone else had already opened the door. So it's not always the door that I have to open. So far I'm doing okay at not finding him, and I don't want to find him. Good grief, this is a big house. Whoops. Okay. He's not dead, but he's wounded. He won't be able to catch me if I keep moving away. Whoops. Oh, okay, good, that guy ran. Thankfully, this is not a treachery mission where I would be forced to kill separate people if I failed. Oh, crap. Yeah, it's Kuemon. He actually feels like it's moving a little bit slower. It is! And so is the music. Aha, you missed. Let's try it again. Why am I moving so slow? Oh, dang it. Why is moving slower? Might be a reflection of the difference in our skills? But I feel like I'm a lot more sluggish. Maybe it's because he's higher skilled than me. Good grief, come here. Okay, it's coming to you. There we go. Alright, well, I got gypped out of that one. But at least I'm still okay. And his heir is not going to have all the same clout that he does. His heir is named Buntaro. Uh-oh, Lochamazu has an illness. That means we're gonna die. He's gonna die soon. Buntaro's traveling by himself, eh? Well, how much land does he got? Enough for me to want to take it, but he has no family. That sucks. He's at my house. Oh, great. He's gonna want to become my son-in-law. Lovely. If I take hostage from him, it's gonna be my own family. That's gonna kind of suck. I don't think I want to do that. Shoot. Well, we'll have to figure out how we're going to do this next time. And it's a pretty challenging position that I find myself in. I really need to figure out how I'm going to get more land. I got plenty of honor, but without land, I'm just not going to have the prestige to become the next daimyo. I got a few different things I can do, but it's just that much harder to get land in this game than honor. So that'll be the challenge that we overcome in the next episode. Until then, keep playing games, because games rock. Matchmaker. And father's woman from my family of commendable honor who has been well trained in the skills of hustle management. Her name is Momo, and her father, not her fire, requires only a small gift of mine. She awaits suitors at Lord Akihito's castle. I almost forgot to save again. But I just saved, so we're good.